plan. All right, we want to know how to build a trading plan. What really does a trading plan mean? What does it look like? Okay, how to build a trading plan and trading rules. All right. So I must start by saying that a trading plan is very, very important for every trader who would love to remain consistent in the financial market. All right. Your trading plan, okay, the same way you want to construct a building, right? You can't construct any building, any edifice without an architectural design. I believe everyone agrees with that. So it's the architectural design that guides the engineers, the manual laborers on what to do. All right. So the design is what forms the boundaries of their operations, of carrying out their jobs, their duties, and all of that. Okay. The same way a trading plan is what forms the boundaries of your operations as a trader. All right. You don't go outside of your trading plan. Once you go outside of your trading plan, you know that already that is not going to end well. All right, that is not going to end well. So what are the things that, just going straight, what are the things that are to be contained in your trading plan? Number one is your entry rules. All right, so let's have it here. Your entry rules. Okay, but first and foremost, before your entry rules, is your risk management. All right, your risk management, your entry rules, your exit rules. All right, your trading days, trading time. Okay, these are the things that you want to find in your trading plan. Or what is your risk management? What are your entry rules? What are your rules for exiting a particular trade? What are the days you look to trade? What are the time you look to trade? All right, so I think I should say this in addition. So if you are back testing, all right, for those of you, excuse me, who are committed to, learning, going deeper and understanding better, and you do back test. When you back test, don't just back test your setup. Also back test the day in which your setup presents itself. Then when you back test the day in which your setup presents itself, you also want to back test the time that your setup presents itself. All right. So don't just backtest, oh, the setup, this is my setup, I'm looking for it. No, look for the day that the setup presented itself, also the time that the setup presented itself. All right. That's just like an additional teaser for us. All right. That's just an additional teaser for us. Okay. So that's that about that. So let's begin basically. So let's say I have a $3,000 account. All right. For me, now risk management is relative, it's not absolute. All right. So don't just say because the risk management I might be using might not be okay with some people. So that's why I said risk management is actually relative, it is not absolute. All right. But let's just take an arbitrary prop firm account of say $3,000, right? $3,000. Okay. Now, you know that you have a daily drawdown and then an overall drawdown. All right. Now, your overall drawdown means, let's say your overall drawdown is, let's take overall drawdown is 5%, for example. For example, overall drawdown is 5%, and daily drawdown is around, let's say, maybe 1%, as an example. Now, what people don't understand is you don't have the whole of this $3,000 to trade. No. The amount you have to trade is $150, and that's your 5%. Do you understand? Because once you lose that 5%, which is $150, you won't be able to trade again on that account. It means you have lost that account. Do you get it? So any risk management plan you want to have will be on the 5% overall drawdown that you have. All right, will be on the 5% overall drawdown that you have. That's it. Uh, okay. I don't know why it's not able to connect. Sorry, hold on. Okay. All right. So that's what it means. So when you now want to start planning your risk, you are planning your risk on the 5%, which is $150, and not the $3,000. All right. So now on the $150, which is the 5%, the next question you want to ask yourself is, how many trades do I have to lose before I blow this $150? It is that will tell you the actual percentage that you should use. All right. So for instance, let's take another arbitrary example of same $3,000, but with overall drawdown of 9%. All right. Overall drawdown of 9%. Overall DD 9%. All right. Now that 9% of $3,000 is $270. 270. So it means we have $270 to trade. Now that $270 becomes our trading capital. All right, it becomes our trading capital, not $3,000. All right, so I can now then say that, okay, how many percent of this $270 do I want to be risking per trade? All right, per trade, you can say, okay, 2%, you can say 3%, you can say 5%. Now, whatever percentage you choose, the next question you are going to ask yourself is, how many trades do I have to lose based on this percentage before I blow $270? All right. So let's say for me, I'm a conservative trader. I mean, I don't like taking big risk. I just like to be conservative. Some people are can be aggressive traders. All right, they love high risk. Okay, so it doesn't matter. That's why I said risk management is actually relative. It's not absolute. Okay, so let's say we choose to go with 2%. All right, 2% of 270 is in dollars is $5.4. All right, meaning that on every trade I am going to be risking $5.4. All of these things are my trading plan. Then if I now go by 2%, it means I'm going to need 50 trades. All right, I'm going to need 50 trades using the 2% risk to blow 270. Right, are you following to that point? Hope nobody is lost yet. Are you following to that point? All right, so let's continue. Please kindly mute your mics, please. Mute your mics. Thank you. All right, so I need 50 trades. If you do the calculation, 5.4 times 50, that's 270. All right, so I want you guys to also follow me in doing these things. All right, so that you guys can be able to replicate it on your own. All right, so it means I need 50 trades. Now I'm okay with that, and I don't think it's possible for me to have 50 trades. Even if I'm going to have 50 trades, it's going to give me a long time, right? It's good, that particular risk management percent is going to give me a long time and actually a long role to pull. This is me as a person. So you can build up your trading plan or your risk management plan to suit your personality. All right. Now, the next thing I will now do in building my trading plan is what is going to be the rule that guides every trade. All right. Now, the next thing is when I have 2% as my risk, what reward would I be going for? Is it a 1-to-1? Is it a 1-to-2? Is it a 1-to-3? All right. Now, for me as a person, for me as a trader, when I'm going to start this, I'm going to be going strictly for a TP of 1-to-3. All right. And which means that on every trade, I will be making $16 on every trade. This is me building up my trading plan. All right. So anything that goes beyond 1-to-3, I'm not there. I'm not there. Once I've done that, meaning on every trade I'm looking to make $16, then how many trades do I need to take? All right, winning $16 that will help me hit my 10% profit target. I will do the calculations. I need 10 trades. All right, I need 10 trades to hit TP at 1-to-3 to give me $300, risking 2%. All right, that's it. Then another thing I can now say is, okay, based on this, once I am up by $100, I will be going for potential take profits, potential TPs, and closing partials at 1-to-3 and breaking even at 1-to-1. All of these things must be in your trading plan, right? So even when price has given me maybe a 1-to-6, my rules tells me that once price gives me a 1-to-3, I will close partials and move my stop loss to 1-to-1 and leave the rest to run. So I can now say that also in my trading rules, if price should give me a 1-to-6, I will move my stop loss from 1-to-1 to 1-to-3, so that by the time price will come back and take me out at break even, I would still have made my actual $16 on that particular trade. This is why many people allow winning trades to become losing trades. Trust me when I tell you that. Because there are no rules that guides your trade. Okay, you are up 1-to-3. You are looking at a potential take profit of 1-to-10. Now you've gotten 1-to-3. Even if you don't have a big account, right? You have a very small account. It's very simple. Once price hits your 1-to-3, move your stop loss to maybe a 1-to-1 or a 1-to-2. Because when your account is small, your goal should not be looking for long risk to reward. Your goal should be building the account. So I don't even I won't advise people who have a small account to be going for potential TPs. You can do it, but your goal, your focus should be on building that account. Just set your take profit at 1-to-3. All right. One of my coaches would say that 1-to-3 will keep Sapa away. And I truly believe it. 1-to-3 will keep Sapa away. If you are going for a 1-to-3 only, you will be fine. Because at the end of the day, those little drops, they are building your account and your account is growing thereby. All right. So this is one of the reasons why many people, because okay, it's good to have potential take profits. But the question is, your account, is it a large account or a small account? Number two, your account, is it a prop firm account or your personal account? So you won't allow running trades or winning trades become losing trades. I know of someone, a very good trader, who goes for a 1-to-2 and is out. He just goes for 1-to-2 and is out of the market. So yours is to sit down and build up all of these things I've said into what actually would suit you. You get the point? So once price, you can have your rule as say, once price hits 1 to 7, I will move my stop loss to 1 to 4. And anything after closing partials, anything that price wants to do, I'm not concerned. Oh, wow. I'm going to send another link. All right. After this, we have less than 10 minutes. Okay. So those can be your trading rules. And when you do it that way, you won't have an issue. Please, when we come on the call, please, can we just mute our mics, please? Thank you. Thank you. All right. So you have your trading rules as that. Then for, you know, trading time, right? Trading day, you can decide that, okay, on Fridays, if you're a currency trader, on Friday, I won't be trading at so time. For those of us who trade currencies also, there are trading times for us, trading zones, trading sessions. We don't trade during Asian. All right. Even in London, we are looking at for a particular time, the London Q zone, the New York Q zone. All right. Anything outside of the London and the New York Q zone, you won't find me on the charts. All right. Trading time, my setup, my entry rules. What must I see before I take my trade? Do you understand? What must I see before I take my trade? That is what consummates to what we call your own particular edge. All right. For me, there are particular things I want to see. There are particular models. There is a logic behind price that I'm looking to build. Right. So if I don't see it, I won't take it. I won't take it. In the next link I'm going to send, I'm going to show us how I caught gold buy and the current sale that is happening on gold. I'm actually in the current sale. All right. So that's just to talk about trading setup, but we are not talking about trading setup here. We are talking about how to build a trading plan. All right. What is my percentage risk? How much of that drawdown am I willing to risk per trade? All right. What am I going to? Where am I going to? 1 to 3. Once I'm up $200 and I know I have just $100 left to hit my profit target, I will now then start going for a this. Or when I'm in drawdown, I can decide that when I'm in drawdown, I'm going to reduce my risk from 2% to like 1.5%, and I'm going strictly for a 1 to 3, so that I can recover that account and come back into break even. Then I can now resume going back to my 2% risk. All right. So everything has to do with your trading plan. If you don't have a trading plan, trust me, you don't have any trade. You don't have any trade at all. You will just have winning trades, end up becoming losing trade, because you don't even have rules for where to take profits. You don't have rules for how to take profit, when to take profit. Do you understand? I hope we are really understanding this. All right. So I'm not giving a particular format or a particular template because I said trading plan is relative, is not absolute. All right. Someone can say, oh, me, I don't like 2%. I like 5%. Someone, because this is a $3,000 account we are using as an example. All right. Someone can say, oh, I have a $10,000 account. 2% will be too small. Let me go for 5%. The point remains that these are the things that will guide you. Based on that percentage that you are willing to risk, how many trades do you need to lose before you blow your overall drawdown? That's what it means. That's what will actually guide you and tell you, oh, 10% might be too high for me. 2% might be too small. 1% might be too big, depending on your personality. All right, depending on your personality. So can I take questions now?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, fam. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Sir.
So, like now, if one is using a $100 account,
Yep.
what do you suggest to be his risk reward, or how he's going to apportion it so that he will not lose that 100% account.
All right. So the same thing that we did. All right. Now,
Yes,
$100 is my personal account. So we have $100. Now, how many 50% of $100 is $50, right?
yes, sir.
Okay. And then 10% of $100 is $10.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I can say that I want to be risking 10% of that $100, which is $10 per trade. Now, if I go by that percentage, how many trades do I have to lose before I blow $100? I just need I think 10 trades
10,
before I
10 trades.
yes. So am I okay with 10 trades or more? I don't think so. That's what will now make me determine, okay, let me reduce it to like 5%. 5% is $5, right?
Okay.
Now,
Yes, sir.
$5, I would need 20 trades to blow that account eventually.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
I can now say, I'm on 20 trades. Me that I'm just learning. Am I sure I can get 20 straight trades? Then I can now say, okay, instead of going for $5, let me reduce it to say $4 or $3. That's 3%.
Okay.
Is it 3%? Yeah, 5, 4, 3. Yeah, so I can decide that okay, 3%, I'm going to be going for 3%. Now that 3%, all I will need to do is calculate how many trades if I'm losing $3 per trade before I blow $100.
Okay.
You understand?
Because, sir,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
I'm with you.
Because why I ask this question is that I initially have a $100 account.
Okay.
So I now made a plan to only acquire $2 per day. I
Okay.
mean per day.
All right.
Yes, sir. So if I hit the $2, I'm off the trade. But I
All
don't
right.
know whether that $2 is so poor or so small, or sometimes I am tempted to remain in the trade, and sometimes I'll lose it.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So I've been very, very confused about the stuff. So I really appreciate this particular class now.
All right. So let me say something about that. But before then, we have less than a minute. So I'm going to stop recording now and then send another link. All right. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, let me quickly say something before I'm still going to talk about it. All right. So for because this video also was requested by our YouTube community. So our mentorship is on $49. One-on-one mentorship is $180. All right. So I needed to make that clarification for our YouTube community. Okay. That's 200,000 naira respectively and 50,000 naira respectively.